What's going on, guys? It's your boy JC. We are here at the Nerd Dungeon, and tonight we have the Kliq Talk. I have my fellow Kliq members. You have Dre the Geek Dad, Smitty Rock 67, and my boy King Bob. So
let me just say real quick before you all get started that we are not the only wrestling themed group on live right now.
Oh, really? Who's that?
The chumps over there at the PWO are live on Popular Opinions channel right now.
That's more the merrier for them. I apologize to them if we're stepping on their toes, but
no, we have our Monday show. We ain't stepping on no one's toes.
No, there's no apologies. It's fun watching. It's fun watching them. I ain't gonna lie.
How are you guys doing this week?
Monday.
Yeah.
How was last week?
Pretty good. Good. Yeah.
Let's just say over the last 3 days on Whatnot, I've spent way too much money.
See, my problem was, what is it? What's the app? Pop Shop Live because of the summer decon.
I don't have that one yet.
Yeah, in order to get onto any of the summer decon that was this past weekend, the virtual decon versus the fall one in November, you had to get this app. I don't like the app, though. But I liked a number of the artists that were showcasing stuff this weekend.
Dre, how was your weekend, man?
It was a little expensive.
I would say that my weekend was actually pretty good. I mean, I just ran a lot of errands. I mean, I've been trying to get back into the swing of being a stay-at-home dad, so the schedule has been a little bit rough to get used to. But I miss kind of playing late-night video games till 2 a.m. with my friends. But now it's I actually fall asleep at a normal time, so the wife likes that. And other than that, I mean, I'm pretty happy. It's I had a couple of good finds. I told you guys on Saturday, I went to the comic book store and I sent in. I traded in. I got $200 in credit, but I actually did end up grabbing two things, which was this Bo-Katan,
nice.
And this was something I've been wanting for my collection, and I can't get the Mezco. Because the Mezco is $200 and not gonna happen, but this I got.
Gonna happen. Blade.
So I got Blade. Yeah, my store actually hooked me up. It was $80, and they had quoted me at $60, so they turned around and gave it to me at $60, and I was real happy because I was it was $80 on the box, and they were like, "Hey, we quoted you $60." So the store owner knows me for years. He was like, "I'm gonna give it to you. Don't worry, for $60." And I was like, "Yay!" So, I mean,
savings.
I'll take it.
Tonight we've got some cool stuff.
Yeah, it's been good.
Normally,
and Vicious, what's up? That's my boy Bill. If you guys want to know, Vicious is my boy Bill.
Normally we have let's review this, let's review that, let's review this, let's review that, which we're looking at some new things to do. I was thinking about doing a random review each week where one of us comes up with something off topic. We'll always review a movie or a wrestling match or something, but one of us will review something like a toy or review a figure or a song that they enjoy or something. It doesn't have to be a movie, a wrestling match. It can be anything. There was also a video. I kind of want to do a reaction video with my guys here on actually I want to do one with King Bob in particular on a YouTuber named, I think his name was Paint, where he does the Villains of Disney sing-along.
Oh, God.
But I thought
awesome.
it'd be a kind of cool thing to do. And then there's no, he doesn't do the villains one. He does the what happens after Disney stops airing or after the cameras stop. Like
That'd be kind of fun.
It's kind of funny. But like it talks about how Aladdin's Al Qaeda. So it was just so funny.
I just see it happening though.
But I think we're going to do some reviews like that, and we're going to do some reactions like that. Tonight we have the first match in our Fatal 4 tournament between the Kliq, where the winner becomes our Kliq champion, and the person with the least amount of wins will have a punishment of some sorts. I think.
Shave your eyebrows.
I think this was thrown around a little bit, and I know there's some of us that do that, but
Yeah, I'm good.
I might do that if I lose. How about that? So let's get into this week's wrestling news. All right. So this week, Adam Cole is officially a free agent.
As of Friday.
He is no longer signed with the WWE.
That's depressing. I'm sorry.
Why is that depressing?
Because can't they keep one person who like you let Punk go by the wayside? That's fine. That Daniel Bryan walked away. That's fine. You release Braun. I'm okay with that. I guess you let Bray Wyatt go. I'm okay with that. I guess, but keep somebody around.
He actually pulled in quite a crowd. I know Britt is over there in AEW. I don't know if he'll go to AEW. Like,
I mean, if he's
there's
smart,
a
he won't.
possibility that he goes back to NJPW or TNA. There's a possibility, just like we'll talk.
Well, I mean, the forbidden door is open. So I mean, if whatever other company he goes for, he could always show up in AEW.
Exactly.
It was like Jay White's done it. You know, if Jay White can walk between New Japan and Impact and already form a new Bullet Club here stateside, there's not a problem.
He started a really good one so far. So
I mean, yeah,
there's nothing to joke at.
Could also still sign with WWE.
Who?
Cole. He could still sign with WWE.
That is true, because supposedly
if I
there's
were Vince and I was, whoever can write a check, I would just back the Brinks truck up to him.
Well, he's a much better investment than Brock long term.
Oh yeah, because Brock's only only 8 matches. They already came out and said it. 8 matches. Brock Lesnar signed for 8 matches for over.
Matches. He can last about 5. So he's gonna wrestle for about 40 minutes.
Yep. 40 minutes, and he's already gotten paid
matches.
for. And the figure that they offered him was well over $1 million. Well over $1 million. And if he does Crown Jewel, he's getting paid a lot more than that, because they know that he's a draw overseas in the Emirates.
Oh, and that was one of the rumors, is that's where the Roman Brock match could be.
Yeah, they said that they may want to start let it drag out a little bit longer to WrestleMania next year if they can't get The Rock. I mean, again, these are all rumors and hearsay, so I take it with a grain of salt. I mean, as far as I know, with Adam Cole,
they're actually propping Roman and Brock at Extreme Rules.
No, they're not. Extreme Rules is Balor.
Yeah,
Balor and Roman.
That's what I had heard.
If they're going to do it, it's gonna be at a big money event. It's not gonna be at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, Crown Jewel is a big money. That's Vince's bread and butter, because they make millions on the fact that the Emirates royalty pays for the merchandise as well as the rights for the WWE to come in there. That's why it's a big deal. So, I mean, if they're going to have any sort of big match, because you're not going to have Undertaker, Goldberg can't do it. I mean, I agree, Bill. You know, nobody wants Goldberg or Brock Lesnar, but to the lay fan, they don't understand it. That's what Vince wants. And with the restructuring of NXT, there's so many things going on in the state of just WWE that I just kind of like, I could turn SmackDown, a restless like SmackDown or Raw off at like 10 o'clock and not even care, or even earlier and just not even care. And that's where I've reached with WWE's product. Like, I actually watched, and I messaged these for yesterday if they were watching NWA Power 73, and I actually watched it. That thing was the most budget show, but had some of the best wrestling I've ever seen. Like, they actually wrestled and had a good show for something budget. And, you know, you're talking about Billy Corgan and NWA, you know, and they even dethroned Aldis. Nick Aldis, who is the standard bearer for NWA. Now it's Trevor Murdoch. So
it's just, I don't see them crushing them at first, like you say. I think it's going to be like WWE, where right now it's a slow build. Friday nights are a good Friday Night War thing. AEW's not too far behind WWE, but WWE, it does have higher ratings. So I think...
Says where? They lost the ratings war with Punk 2 weeks ago.
No, they didn't. They still
Yes, they did. They lost the war. They even said that SmackDown brought in like a 0.7, where Rampage brought in like a 1 point something in the demographic that WWE looks for in the 3 demographic ratings. So if that was the case, that with Punk, and then on Saturday they won the ratings because there was no Rampage, no AEW spot. The only thing going on was WWE SummerSlam and there was like a couple other random other wrestling pay-per-views. But the fact that Brock Lesnar came back and Becky Lynch came back, that's what put the ratings for Saturday, but not for Friday's Rampage. And that's their Friday Night War. I mean, there's no war anymore. They keep saying that there's a war between AEW and WWE. There ain't no war. A war would entail that someone's gonna lose. AEW's clearly ahead of the pack, and WWE is losing their talent, and they're not willing to do what's best for business, which is actually give the forbidden door, open it, and say, hey, let's play nice with everybody. Because New Japan, CMLL, AAA, Impact, Ring of Honor is willing to do it. All are willing to play with AEW. I mean, right there, that says something. And also, when you think about it, don't forget, WWE brought over their European wrestlers that were killing it on NXT UK and brought them here to the States to wrestle. Kylie Ray, Kylie Ray, Walter, Ilya Dragunov, Pete Dunne, all guys that were big over there, across the pond, and now they're here in NXT proper.
According to the Nielsen ratings of last Friday and the Friday before, both of them, SmackDown had a 0.57, and AEW had a 0.53 on both of them. So it's, like I said, they're not much far ahead, but AEW's in a lot better standings than WWE was with WCW.
All right. I'm going to say this. That is very close for a very new show for AEW.
2 episodes in.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Now, we, along with our chat, have had numerous conversations about whether or not WWE is going to die or is dying, or
I don't think they'll die.
It's
Sorry, go ahead.
It's hey, we don't know all of the internals, and we get, hey, we see what's going out on, this podcast, this rumor mill, that rumor mill, this dirt sheet. How much of it is actually true? What is it? Half of it. My thing, I don't know. And I've talked about this with Liz before. And my thing is the writing on some of the WWE stuff is just, it insults my intelligence. I'm like, all right, you've got Bale, you've got the whole thing with Finn supposed to be signing the contract with Roman. Cena comes out, puts his name on it. He gets the contract? Seriously? The whole thing with the Money in the Bank briefcase, Corbin steals it. Does he really get the chance to actually execute it because he holds the briefcase? Not because he really won the match to actually earn the shot? I mean, this kind of stuff's just insulting.
It
True.
is.
I mean, like Bill said it here. He said one wrestler they truly messed up with was Finn Balor. Yeah. I mean, Finn is a Grand Slam champion, and you figured they wouldn't have screwed him over, but Cena could sign himself with a Sharpie on somebody else's contract by crossing out their name and then circling his name and putting an arrow down there and saying Cena, and like exactly what Smitty said, he gets a shot. Like you jumped the line. Here's the shovel.
Yeah, and you're gonna supposedly make it up to Finn with Extreme Rules? Come on.
Exactly, which is gonna get squashed in anyway. And exactly what Bill's saying again. Bray Wyatt and Strowman. Bray Wyatt was the number one.
Just a second, so
just one thing I want to say real quickly. Bray Wyatt as the Fiend, number one in merchandise sales. Number one in merchandise sales. Is the one guy to have an Ultimate Elite figure, a regular figure, 2 basics, and another Elite. And has got another Elite on the way. And he's not even with the company. 6 figures. 6 figures.
You can't forget the you also can't forget the brand new Walgreens exclusive Christmas Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, Walmart.
I saw that piece of trash and I'm like, oh no.
It's just ridiculous when you think about how much stuff they are throwing at us. Strowman's in the new Elite Wave in 86, and he's no longer with the company. So I'm like, to me, I'm like, well, do I do the scalper thing? Do I grab it, sell it, and make money like Aleister Black? Or do I just say, screw it, I got my Strowman figure, I don't really care, And
what's up, Nadia?
What's up, Nadia?
Hey, Nadia.
My whole thing with WWE is that, again, they let everybody go, which just goes to show you that they don't care about what the fans want at all. You're letting Strowman, Bray, all these guys go, but we're gonna let Edge beat Seth Rollins. We're gonna put Goldberg in there with Bobby Lashley. We're gonna let Cena wrestle Roman. They've set themselves back so many years by just placating to the casual fan who comes in and watches WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble. Those 4 pay-per-views, you see these guys come back. Who cares? I mean, great. I'm happy Edge is back. I'm happy that Goldberg got his butt whooped. I'm happy that Brock has a new hairdo. But at the end of the day,
he looks like an onion. Somebody put that on.
No,
I watched Brandon Does Everything on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have seen him, but he's really funny. And on his Reddit, which I'm thinking about starting one for us, somebody put an onion sideways, and it's got the goatee and the hair just like Brock.
He looks like a swollen John Moxley. Dude, literally, I did a double take at freaking SummerSlam. I'm like, is Moxley back? What the fuck? Oh, wait, no, never mind. He's way too big for that.
Right. But out of the 4 guys that you mentioned that they brought back, one of them actually can honestly hold a match decently.
That's Edge.
Thank you.
Oh, hell yeah. Edge was willing to put in Edge put in the work, though, to do that. And he's been a long time Hall of Famer. You know, the guy can do it. And I mean, he went and they build him against like somebody that was going to give him that quality, or give us, I should say, the fans, the quality match, which was.
I'm just glad that freaking Seth didn't kill him.
It's true.
Like you did.
That is true.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Throw money at that at all.
Well, and we had made the comment going into SummerSlam. We thought that was going to be the match.
Oh yeah, we said that
of the pay-per-view,
and it was.
Which it was.
And it was. I think Damian Priest and Sheamus was definitely second on that one. We got to give credit to those two because they put on a hell of a match. But the rest of the card sucked.
Sheamus, for all the crap that people say about him, he couldn't put a bad match on if he tried.
He's like Cesaro. Cesaro is good.
Cesaro's another one that is.
That's why they made such a good tag team. I love the bar. For him, but they could put anybody over just because the way they sell things.
They sold it very well, and Cesaro. I think if you're going to look at underrated wrestlers in WWE, I mean, besides Balor, you got to throw in Cesaro's name's got to come in that list too, because he was such.
They never
that match he put on with Roman, where he was fighting for the belt. Come on, folks. We all 4 of us can say here, and the ladies and gentlemen in the chat, he came that close to beating Roman legitimately. Yeah. And they were going to have to put the belt on him because Roman wasn't going to kick out a few times, and the ref had to be like, oh wait, he got there, just oops, like you got screwed.
See, but
he just twitched.
Stuff like that, like put the belt on Cesaro, because all it's going to do is make the fans happy. Then in 2 months, give it back to Roman. Don't hurt nothing.
They don't want to. I think to them they look at it.
So here's what I heard from somewhere. I don't know where it was. It may have been a credible source, may not have been. They're trying to put Roman over as much as CM Punk was. They're trying to give him that title reign. So I don't think it's a great idea.
All right. Even if you don't give it to Cesaro,
maybe another 3 to 6 months with him as champ.
He's got
the end of the year basically.
You could play this.
Someone else holding that title belt.
I agree.
They are missing out because look at how they built up to SummerSlam. You can have him wrestle Seth. You can have him wrestle Edge. You can have him wrestle Finn. All 3 of those guys without Brock in the picture. You could milk that for what? 6 months easy?
Oh, easy.
For who has the right to wrestle him, who has, who's next in line, who is, and you want to keep it, you want to keep the belt on him? Fine. All 3 of those guys are going to give you good matches against Roman.
You're 100% right. I think that any one of those guys can easily be a champion, dethrone Roman. But exactly what they're doing now is Roman has to be. They're booking him strong, and I get why you want to book him strong. Here's my problem: you're booking him strong, so babyface Brock will come in and win the title, and then those other 3 guys we just talked about wouldn't have a snowball's chance in hell because they're not going to be able to beat a Brock Lesnar because realistically. He would squash Finn. I love Finn Balor. I do. But realistically, in a true fight, like Lesnar does, because let's be real, Lesnar does not go in there
Wrestle.
and
He
say,
does not wrestle. Yeah.
Yeah, he beats the shit out of you.
But honestly, like, what they can do to salvage all this crap, take the belt off Roman, put it on Brock. Draft time comes around. Big E
All right,
takes the title
here's the
off
question I've got for you guys.
All right.
Is Big E cashing in on Roman?
Nope. They don't
he
feel
gonna
he's
cash-
strong enough.
No.
They don't feel he's
Is he gonna
strong enough.
cash in on Bobby?
This is what I would. This is how I can fix the problem. Big E cashes in on Bobby. Bobby gets drafted to SmackDown. Bobby and Brock for the title.
See, that would be a good thing because he's been asking for that match.
Bobby and Brock at like Survivor Series or Rumble, or you still put Bobby on SmackDown, let him win the Rumble. He chooses Brock at Mania.
I mean, I can see that happening. I mean, Bobby hasn't won a Rumble.
Two problems.
It doesn't fix the problem though.
What problem doesn't it fix?
It doesn't fix the fact that superstars like Cesaro and Big E and Finn Balor are being underutilized, and they're not able to fight for that championship, which they deserve too.
Okay, but that's also because we're not valuing the undercard championships. Because, I mean, I'm going to be very honest. The Intercontinental Championship at one point in WWE was held over the World Wrestling Federation,
It's
the WWE title.
It's ridiculous.
And the United States title was equally the same level. Now, let's be realistic. Damian Priest is holding that belt. Now, I'm biased because I'm Puerto Rican and I love him, and he's Puerto Rican too. So, and I've seen him wrestle here in Charlotte. So yeah, I'm happy Damian Priest is champion. Do I want Shinsuke to drop it? No. But would I like someone like Keith Lee and Damian Priest to have a program with each other? Hell yes. Keith Lee should have that belt. And then you start pushing him up the ranks to where he could be back to main eventing against guys like Orton, against guys like, because he's fought Lesnar.
With Keith, where Keith Lee comes in, I'm hella biased on him.
In a good way or bad way?
They did him dirty when he first came up.
Oh, of course they did.
He should have taken the title off of Drew. For no matter how, for even a short period of time. He comes in, 2-3 matches in, grab the title. Let him hold it for 3 to 6 months. Have him fight some strong people in the middle. Then he loses and he falls back. He comes back up. He's strong. He's a former WWE champion looking to regain his crown. That's the problem with the undercard is there's not a lot of people you can say, oh well, so and so is going back up to the top.
But see, once
Currently
again,
you could.
they haven't. They've. I agree with Dre in this. They've caused an undervaluation of the other belts because they've done stupid shit with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
now
they've also undervalued their main titles because Roman's held it for over a year, and it's been playing. It was hot potato between Bobby and Drew for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But
So,
see, if you were
none of their titles are valued.
Another thing, I know a lot of people don't like the fact that Roman's held it for almost a year, but here's the thing: titles are supposed to be held that long. They're not supposed to be hot potatoed around the company because, like, if you remember back when we were kids, it was Bret Hart holding it, it was Shawn Michaels holding it, it was Greg the Hammer Valentine, Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper. They were holding those titles for a while.
yeah, but how many?
Yeah, but then if a good heel came up like Yokozuna,
because how do you get them to be
with that potato
15-time WWE champion? 12-time WWE champion. They have to be losing it. I mean, even with a career as long as Flair's. I mean, come on. So, yes, they need to hold it for a certain period of time, and more than a month or to the next pay-per-view, I would agree. But having real competition and having them have to do real matches, not the Kofi Lashley
I agree, Nadia.
bullshit, insult to Kofi match.
Oh, the 6-second match or 7 seconds? Yes, I hate that match because we all know, and you and I've talked about this match several times, Smitty, and we both agree that was the biggest screw job ever in the company. And what did they never do? Give him a fucking
second
rematch.
Biggest. Maybe second biggest.
What, Montreal screw job?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple. We'll talk about that one too.
But I agree with Nadia. If you're not watching Raw, Karrion Kross is wearing his dominatrix Kratos outfit, which is hysterical.
I did put that on somebody's Reddit. It was like, when did Karrion become a dominatrix with that picture?
It looks like he wants to be a Master of the Universe figure, but they put him in a dominatrix outfit.
It was funny because last week he did the same thing, and I don't remember who he was facing last week, but
Jeff Hardy, I think it was.
But the back right suspender came undone, and it just kept smacking the shit out of Jeff Hardy, and he was getting pissed. You can see it.
Oh no, he's fighting Humberto Carrillo. Another guy that was wrestling, doing real well for himself, and was in the United States Championship run, Humberto, and then they fucking screwed him.
Angel Garza is another one.
Angel Garza, who's the cousin of Andrade. So yeah, I mean,
and Humberto.
Yeah, they're all family, and it's just, it mind boggles me sometimes when I watch wrestling, and I'm like, I watch other wrestling, and I'm like, why is this other stuff so good? And then I watch WWE, and I'm like, your product sucks. I have not wanted to buy a T-shirt since Bob and I talked about whipping out the credit card to buy that John Cena T-shirt.
Oh God, yeah.
Hey, it's actually on sale without buying all the crap now.
Yeah, now without the NFT now. But think about that. This is the first time ever in months that I've actually thought about buying a WWE T-shirt. I went to AEW's Fight for the Fallen here in Charlotte, and I didn't even think twice. I was like, thank you, yes, please. Hat and a T-shirt, please. I didn't even think twice. I would have thrown more money at them if I had it, because they put out a better...
I'm looking at a Danhausen shirt.
Oh, Dan, first off, y'all, just so y'all in the chat, if you do not watch Danhausen Toy Hunt,
oh yeah,
it is by far the greatest thing ever. I watch it in the mornings when I take my daughter to school, and my daughter and I both laugh because he walks around like a T-Rex, and he's like, he's in his character. He stays in character the whole time.
He got that from Mr. Burns. He said on Conan O'Brien.
And if you guys also not watching All Ego Ethan Page, y'all need to watch him. He's another one who is, Cincy Nerd actually interviewed him because he's a huge toy hunter, toy collector, big into vintage toys. And my daughter and I watched him today, and she's like, I like these wrestlers. They're funny. And I'm like, I know. Like, they actually get other wrestlers that are in the company to come with them. Like Alex Marvez is a huge G.I. Joe collector and Transformer collector. And what did he do? I want to get Penta to dress up as Cobra Commander. I was like, make that happen. Make that freaking happen. I love Penta El Cero Miedo dressing like that.
Danhausen, I love that Danhausen show, or his YouTube channel. He has Ethan Page doing toy hunts with him all the time. So it's kind of cool.
Well, right. I mean, you once again, we talk about undervalued guys that are also providing them great additional content. Creed.
Oh God, let's not even talk about him. We all know. You and I have I have agreed with you 1,000%. I think we all have agreed with you that he should have been United States again, or Intercontinental, or World Champion already. And the fact that I know he's busy doing other projects because he's working with G4 TV on a show. He has Up, Down, Down. He has Left, Right, Left, Right. IGN. He's got so much on his plate, and he has so much money to throw at things that, to me, I'm like, hey, I got you. That wrestling could take a back seat to this.
Yeah. I kind of like, I know Tyler Breeze isn't on the same lines as like he's got a lot going on in his life right now. Like he's doing the IGN thing as well, but he's also got a stream on he does Up Down Down, and he does a stream with Twitch and him and Sean Spears, and then he's got the Flatbacks, which is his wrestling school.
Yeah,
and I was like, man, if they could stay working like that, why can't we? That's why I was like, I need to amp this up. He is trying to.
Well, they hustle, which is one of the big, which they have to because they're independent contractors. That's what WWE has signed them up as. They're independent contractors unless you're the top guys. Charlotte, Becky, Seth,
Yep, top guys at Charlotte.
Yeah, that's why I said guys. Charlotte and Becky count.
Yeah. She's hiding something.
She's smuggling something. There's some huckleberries down there. Andrade, what you doing, buddy?
Finkel and Einhorn and Finkel.
But I mean, realistically, all the top male and female stars in the company that are protected, we know who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious. Becky is so protected that she's another one top sells for t-shirts. I would buy Becky Lynch merch because I love Becky Lynch. Do I like what they're doing with her now? Hell no. I don't like it at all. I don't like her gimmick. I don't like her as a heel. You don't think
she's going to be a good heel?
I think she's going to be a good heel. I just don't. I personally, right now, I liked her as a Stone Cold Steve Austin style heel, where she was kind of a face and a heel at the same time. I don't like her.
She's a better tweener than anything else.
Yeah, I don't think when you put her to one end of the spectrum, she doesn't do well. When she found her
anti-hero.
Yes, 100%. I think Becky does, and thank you, Nadia. I'm glad somebody agrees with me, besides Bob. I don't see her doing well as a straight heel. Her husband is a straight heel, and he doesn't do well with it.
They tried that, and her heel turned her into the man, which was pushed more towards the middle.
And then that stood because she did extremely well at it.
Yeah.
She held both titles for both shows. She was the one female that could walk between both. She was also the first female wrestler to ever grace the cover of a 2K game. I mean, if that's not saying something to wrestling pundits, that like, hey, guess what? Look what you did.
I mean, honestly, like if you ask me, the days of heels and faces are
kayfabe's dead. Kayfabe killed it.
Yeah.
Because look at they were talking about that with Kevin Owens. They talk about that with like Andrade. Like there is no face and heels exist obviously because we for the little and that we got to remember wrestling is in that demographic that also appeals to younger children. Yeah. So as younger children get on to watch it, they will like say, oh, I don't like Karrion Kross because he's a bad guy. Humberto Carrillo's a good guy. But for us, we know kayfabe fucking is dead. We know that we know Karrion Kross is a douchebag in real life and in the ring. Yeah. You know, we know Samoa Joe. You know, we know Samoa Joe kicks ass at fighting games and is friends with Austin Creed. We know all these things. So to me, it's like the days of what we thought was like the face and heel, like Smitty said, it's long gone.
And we know Seth Rollins is a master at Madden, like me. So.
See, but you know, stuff like that. Honestly, like if they bled real life into the business, I think it'd be a lot better off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody has social media. They don't realize that like half these guys that are in WWE comment on AEW stars. Like it's like, hello. Chris Statlander, who is obviously, you know, the number one contender for the AEW Women's title. I think she's cool. Her boyfriend is Caleb with a K in Impact Wrestling, who's Tennille Dashwood's manager. And I was like, okay. Chelsea Green was in WWE when Zack Ryder was in Impact Wrestling. She leaves, and now she's all over the place. I'm like, can we just leave the door open and just say WWE fuck it? Like, here, just let them all go.
Because Vince is greedy.
Hey, see, but here's the thing: when Vince retires or gets done, is whatever. Triple H is taking over, and he's already said that he wants to open that door with WWE. Triple H,
he ain't gonna open that door.
he would.
Vince
Triple H
wants to be dead in the ground.
No, Triple H will open that door. He'll be right there in the doorway with a golden shovel ready to bury Kenny Omega and everyone else.
Oh yeah,
hey,
he
man,
will.
You want to fight me? Cool.
Yeah, it's like, I'm only 58 years old. I'll fight you. Come on, brother.
Don't bring Taker back to
yeah, I get the Ric Flair going.
Yeah,
it's going to be
I agree with you that I think he would open the door. Why? Because he has seen the success of the indie style through NXT. And if he has the reins, he would be able to put real matches, good matches on the main roster.
Johnny Gargano, Ethan Page. I was listening to one of his older toy hunts today, and Ethan Page made a comment. He says, "You know what? I fought Johnny Gargano in this great match that I put on in this show in Ottawa, Ontario," and I was like, "Man, hey, we got a guy from across the pond. Welcome."
So, yeah, give me your fifth and fourth one on your AEW list, guys.
As in, like, getting to good?
Your top five. Give me your fifth and fourth picks. Because we're going to revisit this later on and be like, you said it. Welcome, man. I appreciate
it. Can a tag team count as one?
I'll leave that up to vote.
Can a tag team? Can we say a tag team counts as one, gentlemen?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna say number 5 for me. I'm gonna say number 5 for me because I liked him in Lucha Underground and Helico.
Okay.
I think he's a very good wrestler. He has a very arrogant stature. In Lucha Underground, the guy did so many spots that like were crazy. Jack, God, he's that skinny little kid that does backflips in parkour.
Yeah, all they do is like parkour and crap.
They're TH2, which is basically a version of TH.
Yeah.
But I like Angelico more, and I wish they're starting to push him as a singles wrestler in AEW, and I think that's a better push for him because I think that if he had better mic skills, because I know he has an accent from being from South Africa, but still he's wrestled in the luchador style, Japan, and he's wrestled here in the States.
Okay.
Yeah, Smitty? Jack Evans. That's what it was. Jack Evans. Okay, Thank you.
Smitty, who's your number 5?
There's a lot of good ones, man, to pick.
And this is more just because I like him, his personality, and I think he's up and coming. He's good. Sammy Guevara.
I love Guevara.
He's higher on my list.
He is very high on my list.
But I agree. He's definitely up and coming.
All right. King Bob.
Roman Reigns.
No, that's. Oh wait, that's wrong company.
Yeah, Forbidden Door wasn't open
JC
yet.
Can't even go with that.
Exactly, because the Forbidden Door wasn't open yet.
I'm gonna go
JC,
with.
You're never gonna live that down. You know,
being a fan? No, I'm not gonna live it down. I'm
gonna
proud of my fandom.
I'm just kidding.
You better be, because we're gonna roast you for it all the time. We love you.
No, it's gonna be MJF.
MJF? That's an interesting pick for you.
No, I think Bob has got. You gotta look. Bob is one of those eccentric fellows, and I like when he goes left. We all think he's gonna go right, but he goes left, and then the reasoning is gonna be always good. Like, why? Okay, I'm curious. MJF at number 5 up and coming. Why?
Watching
Maybe
his
not
work
up
with
and coming,
Jericho.
just top 5 right
All
now.
right, top 5. Why do you feel like he's? Why do you feel he's like
I
there?
mean, you watch the way he's dealt with Jericho over the last couple of weeks.
He has a faction.
You're still kind of young, and you're still kind of young in your career, and you're going up against a guy who's
The GOAT.
just a verbal toe to toe more than anything else. That's it takes a lot to spar with one of the masters on the mic, and he's held his own, and that storyline has been very intriguing.
You're right.
And
I agree with that.
he's done well in the ring with him. I mean, it's not like Jericho's carrying him.
Oh no,
Right.
they're definitely There's definitely give and take. They're working well with each other. So Jericho gives him the rub.
He's also wearing a scarf like Jericho.
I do like Kalen King, Raleigh.
Yeah, Raleigh. Kaylin King wrestled with Velvet, Red Velvet at the NWA Female Power event, and they did really well. They made it to the finals of the tag team event. Lost, but they did really, really well.
Okay, so my number 5, and I'm going to tell you the reason why, but it is Chris Jericho.
He's the GOAT. Let's just leave it at that. He's the freaking
Well,
GOAT.
here's the thing. Why I have him at 5 is because he's on his way out. He's not the young buck he used to be. He's
50 years old.
He is. He's coaching the guys that are around him, and I love it. He's giving the MJFs the ideas that they need to have to be successful in this company. He did it with Cody. He did it with MJF. He's doing it. He's
He did it with the Bucks.
mentoring Sammy Guevara. So, I mean, he's got some people under his wing, and I think that just because he's on his way out, I think that's why he's so low on my list. All right, Dre, number 4.
All right, my number 4. I'm gonna give him his due because I think he is definitely shown he's got potential. Another young guy. We're gonna go with Jungle Jack Perry. Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy.
I think Jungle Boy right now is probably one of the hottest young guys they're going to have in that company. I mean, they paired him with a great mentor in Christian Cage. I mean, he's with one of the greatest tag teams that they got in the company, which is Jurassic Express, who are basically uncrowned champions. And I think it's just the kid is only 23 years old and shows so much promise that I'm like, I could see a single strap on this kid. I could see tag belts on this kid. And
I have him a lot higher than that.
I only put him at 4 because 3, 2, and 1 are I have a reason. Yeah, they're spoken for.
Yeah. It's gonna be Kenny, Cody, and the Young Bucks.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, listen. I'm a Bucks mark. Don't get this twisted. Everybody knows here. I've met the Bucks. I've spoken with them several times. I've given them T-shirts. I am like a mark for the Bucks, but I will not put them on my list.
All right, Team Bob.
We get Smitty.
I'm gonna go Smitty next.
QT Marshall.
QT, another one I didn't expect.
He I guess I'm a profiler for wrestlers that are just like kind of off the beaten path a little bit. Just his program he's got with Paul White. I want to say Big Show, but
Yeah, I'm trying to say that.
He's a little guy that's poking the bear. He's talking his smack. I just like the smack talkers. I do.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll see it all out when he has that match with the Big Show. If the Big Show gives him the rub.
But I mean, come on now. He pulled the WWE move. He brought the X-rays out. He showed a little butt shot of the Big Show.
She says hi to you guys.
We say hi to her back.
Peanut, do you say hi? Yeah, you know who these people are. These are Daddy's friends. Do you say hi to you want to say hi to the people in the chat? Say hi, people in the chat.
Mine, Smitty, I'm going to go with you last on this round.
All right.
Mine, I'm going to say Isaiah Cassidy.
Interesting that you didn't go with the team.
No.
Oh, Mama, you got cut.
I'm not a really big fan of Mark Quinn. I think Isaiah Cassidy is a lot better. Like, he's the younger one of the two. He's the one that has the higher flying moves. He's learning the most from, honestly, he is the one learning the most from Matt Hardy right now. He's also under the tutelage of, Kazarian. So he's been learning from Kazarian and Matt Hardy behind the scenes. So I'm kind of excited to see what he has to offer. He agrees.
Well, my fourth is actually Bob's fifth. So MJF is who I have as my fourth top guy currently.
Why MJF?
For the same reasons. I think he's good technically. He can carry a match, and his mic skills right now. I mean, especially with that whole series. I mean, yeah, he you love to hate him.
It's true.
You know, and honestly, I gotta respect that.
We all agree, Nadia. All right.
No.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a break from that for a minute, and we're going to get to our first match of our Fatal 4-Way tournament. And we're going to be the announcers for this match, and we're going to see who does the best announcing for this match. So I'm going to pull this up. And if you guys don't know, we did some picks last week where we each picked 4 superstars to do this Fatal 4-Way. We're doing a tournament style. Each superstar will go on to the last match, or each winner will go on to the last match. Ultimate winner will be chosen at the end. So this week we had, let me go ahead and start playing it. Can y'all see that all right?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this week we had Roman Reigns representing Robert King Bob.
Sorry, I threw up.
I had to do it.
Yeah, throw up. You know, we don't like Roman. Boo.
We got Switchblade Jay White representing myself.
The Switchblade.
We had Mr. Eddie Guerrero representing Smitty Rock. And
Tony
the
Storm,
Rated R
Tony
superstar representing Dre.
Yeah, because
So
Daddy said no. Rated R.
Like I said, I recorded this, and I did not. I don't know who won because I had somebody else edit it.
Roman's
look at that! Look at the ring. Oh,
so
go Edge, go.
The 2 losers of this match, or the 3 losers of this match, will have to take a shot of pickle juice.
Oh my God! What a beautiful suplex! Jay White catching it. Up reversal.
Guerrero being tossed out like a government thug.
Come on, Edge. Come on, Edge. Sit on the apron for a while. Let these other 3 fight it out. You can come back.
No, hey, it's fine. Eddie on the outside is fine.
Drinking bar brawl right now.
Yeah, let's go, Edge. Yeah, pin him. 1, 2. That was 3, ref. Open your eyes, jackass.
Edge can't count. He hasn't taken his
Oh,
Metamucil today.
Oh, look at that beautiful move right there, getting his foot in the ropes. Come on,
Roman,
Edge.
you get out of that ring.
Yeah,
Why
don't
are you
worry.
throwing in the ring when there's 2 other people in the ring? Come on.
Oh, reversal. Ah, no reversal. Come on. Good job, Eddie Guerrero, though, with that beautiful reversal.
Beat his ass,
right.
Roman. Sorry.
Acknowledge me.
I don't care if you were in the Brood. I'm in the Bloodline.
Both will start with B. Bitch. Oh, it's the Gory Buster, right? Oh,
thank you, Roman.
Oh, no. Eddie Guerrero broke it up.
Roman saved me.
Oh, it's okay, Mama. Look.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go, Eddie. Come on. No.
Gory bomb.
Oh, Gory Bomb. No. Come on. Help me.
Come on, Roman.
Oh, God. Roman's going to get his ass.
Samoan drop.
Suplex.
Oh, wait. It's a 6 moves of death.
What are you doing?
But he can't hit a double.
Why did you just walk him out of his ass?
Then Roman just did the
Break his neck.
Good suplex.
Break Eddie's neck. Edge, come on. Do some damage.
Oh, Jay White's going for an equalizer.
Wait.
Jay White's a cheater.
Woo!
Oh, he's tired. He needs to take the seat.
Hey, no seat. Peter, wow, you were excited? I'm saying. Oh no, Eddie, get him. Armbar submission. Let's go.
Armbar.
Come on, Roman.
Get him in the armbar.
You knocked over my Sprite, Peanut.
Up. Yes.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
1,
1,
2.
Oh, 2. Yeah, ref is blind. That's not a 3 count. Let's go, ref. You suck. Yeah, kick him in the face, Edge.
Come on, Roman.
Latino heat. Put out the Latino heat. Oh no, that's not good.
Gory. Oh, he's got
Another
him in the Gory
bomb.
Submission.
Oh
That's
no! No, Edge, your neck.
Oh, come on.
Oh, reversal. Let's go. Execution? No, I want the spear. I want the spear on your
Come
butt.
on, Roman.
Jay White's getting in.
Roman walking around like he's...
No!
Oh! Yes, Gutbuster! Let's go! No!
Roman is walking around like his cousins after last call.
Exactly. You better break that pin up there.
You better. I'm gonna kick him out of the bloodline.
That's it, Eddie. You just rust a little on the outside.
Hey, he lied. He cheats.
Play smart. Play smart.
He lies down.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh no!
Let's go! 1, 2, 3. Bing, bing, bing. The winner of this match. What?
Come on, Roman.
Oh my goodness. Tina, what is this crap?
Nice. Thank you,
Roman.
Roman, you suck. Go home.
No.
Go back to your cousin The Rock.
All right, Nadia. We'll see you later.
Nadia, have a good one. He's cheating. Look, he hit me with a sledgehammer. Hit Roman.
Nice big boot.
Come on, Edge. Come on, Edge. Oh, clothesline. Let's go. Oh. Let's go. Pin him. Hit him with a chair. It's good. Break his neck. Oh, shit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, not the...
One more suplex. Here we go. Yep, the 3.
The 3 amigos.
Jay, what are you doing on the ground? Get up.
No, Edge.
What?
Somebody stop him.
Edge. Oh, good. Okay, take a break, Edge. Just take a breather.
Oh, come on.
Thank you, Roman.
Breather, Edge. You feeling it. Your neck hurts. Just rub that neck. Get Beth Phoenix to rub your neck a little bit. You'll feel good. It's all right.
He's had a hoping Christian to rub something in
I'm
a little bit lower.
I'm not dead. I'm fine. Look, I'm getting up.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. DDT on the chair.
Oh, that's not good. Edge, get out of there. Get away from that. You don't want to be near that.
We need
your neck,
one of the
bro.
Uso brothers out here now. All right, Roman, it's time to start cheating.
Suplex.
What is he doing? Is he reading the book over there?
He was trying to call. He was drinking. It was last call. Oh, my neck is hurting. Jay White, you better leave me alone. Yeah, break that
come
arm.
on.
Break that arm.
No!
Execution! Let's go! Pin him! 1, 2. Roman,
Thank
get
you,
out of
Roman.
there! What are you? Listen. Break Roman's neck, Edge. Break his neck.
I'm taking 2 executions.
Get in that ring. No, what are you looking for,
Roman,
Edge?
get up.
Edge,
He's
this
looking
is not
for a
time for the tables.
He's got
This
a
is not
baseball
time for the
bat.
Oh no, a
tables.
baseball bat.
Oh yes, break some home
Hit him with
run.
a Superman punch or something.
Look at this, Peanut. Look, Daddy's winning. I'm
You gotta
happy.
hit him with one of your 6
Out of
moves.
here.
Oh! Spear!
1, 2,
He's knocked out.
3.
You
Oh!
can't tell what's going on.
My God, Ref, what are you, blind? Gut buster.
Oh, I do not
Roman.
want to do it. Pickle juice.
Come on, Edge. No, you better break that up. Oh, baseball bat.
He's
Roman,
beating
see? Yo, Eddie Guerrero's gonna really be dead. Oh my God.
Oh!
Oh, Blue Thunder Bomb. Break it up.
1, 2.
Thank you,
Ah!
Eddie. Thank you, Roman.
No, that was
Useful
Eddie who
for
did that, not
something.
me.
Oh! Oh!
Oh shit.
Sister
1,
Abigail.
2.
Yes!
Oh. Oh.
Come on, Roman.
What?
I was dead. Okay, I had no chance of coming back from that. I was dead.
Sister Abigail to Roman. Wow, Edge was out and
Hey, I
was
put
on
it
the
in work.
outside, right?
I don't want to hear nothing. Edge put in that work. It was Jay White that had Roman had to cheat. That's all I gotta say.
I don't know where the Uso brothers were at.
I know, where were the Usos, man? Where was Chavito?
They were at the bar.
¿Dónde está Chavito? Peanut, you want to go watch Bluey?
All right, guys.
Mwah.
Y'all got your pickle juice?
No.
What the hell?
I didn't buy pickles. I'm sorry, I didn't buy any.
No.
I asked you about homework. You said none.
In fact, he did.
He did, folks. That was a message in our group chat. He said nothing.
All right. Next week, beginning of the
We didn't do
video, we're doing pickle juice shots.
double or nothing next week.
All right, I'll agree to that.
Double or nothing.
Yep.
All right.
Peanut.
Let's hear your 3 and your 2. And we're gonna start with Smitty.
3 for me is Orange Cassidy.
Formidable.
I think he's got some skills. He needs mic work, but and while some of his stuff I'm not, I'm like, about. I think he, like MJF, he's solid. He's got good solid foundation, and is a good all around.
Okay. That's a good. I like all those reasons. My number 3 is Ray Phoenix.
He's too injury prone for me.
I think he's better than his brother.
That's debatable. Penta has got way more charisma than Ray.
He does have more charisma, but
And he's got way more.
Ray has way more.
He's also the younger brother.
Go juice.
It's like Jeff Hardy to Matt Hardy.
Right. I was always a Jeff Hardy fan. King Bob.
I'm gonna jump on the hype train. I'm gonna say CM Punk.
CM Punk.
The reason I say that is obviously because I like Punk, but I think if he's gonna come in and he's gonna work with the younger guys, so guys like Darby Allen and MJF and Orange Cassidy and stuff like that, you're gonna see those guys grow because of him. So that's a good spot for him. I mean, you could have put him at number 1 and said he's the best. But I think as an older mentor to the younger guys, yeah, it's a perfect spot for him.
That's exactly what I see his role being. I see him having a couple of great matches, but he's going to be able to tell these young guys what to expect in this wrestling world.
Yeah.
So
true.
I think he's going to be an awesome mentor.
Yes.
And also ice cream bars.
And ice cream bars.
I had to throw the ice cream bars in there.
Dre, who's your number 3?
My number 3, I would have to say, is going to be Darby Allen. Darby Allen is a great talent. I think he's a solid young guy who's under the mentorship of Sting. I think he's very much like many guys have said, many wrestling aficionados have said, that he is basically a young Jeff Hardy. And I think that in his young career, he's got a long way to go, but I could definitely see him with a world strap around his waist.
I can see that. All right. Smitty. Actually, you went first last time, didn't you?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm going to go, and I'm going to say my number 2 is Jungle Boy. Like, Dre said most of it. This guy is talented for such a young age. He could have a huge head because of who his dad is. He could have a huge head because of where he's at in the company, but he doesn't. He keeps it real with the fans. He's a really good dude. He's part of a great tag team. Like, that whole tag team is awesome. Since we're allowing tag teams, I'll say the Jurassic Express instead of him, because Luchasaurus is just kick-ass too. I'm not gonna lie, the little guy's growing on me. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's growing on me. I'm trying to remember, what is his name?
Marco Stunt.
Marco Stunt. Marco Stunt is growing on me, and I am excited to see what Jungle Boy has to offer in the future.
I gotta change a diaper, so I can still talk. I'm on the headset. I'm on daddy duty.
All right. Speaking of daddy duty, Dre.
Yes.
Who's your number 2?
My number 2, Sammy Guevara.
Situation.
Number 2.
I know, sticky situation. I'm gonna say Sammy Guevara. I think he is. We've said it, that he's being mentored by Chris Jericho. I think the fact that he's an indie sensation, a lot of people view him as a young Eddie Guerrero. I think he's got a ton of talent on the mic, a ton of talent in the ring. I mean, he's going toe to toe with guys like established guys like Shawn Spears, FTR. He's even tagging with Fuego de Sol this week on the show. I mean, it's proof that he's got the talent to go. So that's why I picked him at number 2.
Okay.
And of course, you guys jinxed me. Peanut, you know what? I swear, were you working with JC?
We're in cahoots.
Yeah, I swear, you were in cahoots.
King Bob.
No, Lance Archer.
Ooh, that's a good one.
The Murder Hawk Monster.
I mean, like you see how he was in WWE, and he's just grown leaps and bounds.
Well, he evolved from WWE. You had to look. He was WWE. He was in TNA. Then he went overseas, and that's what really I think changed him.
Yeah, he's kind of having that Drew I'm gonna say freaking Drew Galloway, and we'll say Drew McIntyre.
Drew Galloway.
He's having that kind of a career. He went to the WWE, and most people saw him as kind of like a lower mid card or just
Well, he was a joke. He was part of an act.
He was a joke, but go to AEW, you get Jake Roberts to work with you for a little bit.
That was something special too, is to see Jake Roberts come back just to work with him.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's like he said, Lance Archer started like as a joke, but when he hit New Japan and was really the Murder Hawk, I mean, this is a guy that went toe to toe with Minoru Suzuki, Kazuchika Okada, Bullet Club. I mean, he was a member of, like, I forgot what faction it was that's now defunct, but he really worked his ass off, in New Japan to get to that status, and he's a 2-time United States champion for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
All right, Smitty.
My number 2 is Darby Allen.
Okay.
I another young guy, super talented. The whole Sting mentoring team up thing, I kind of like. But overall, it's just the kid's skill set.
His gimmick is good too. Like he fits in pop culture too because of the fact that he does like toys and like he had like that cartoon entrance now that looks like something from Cuphead. If you look at the entrance, like where he has him like falling in a sewer and he comes out like with a skeleton,
All right. So this week, I got my wheel up. So
no more poopies. Okay.
Hold on.
Gonna watch Bluey.
All right, Robert, we're going to go with your guy first and see who's fighting this week. So, if it's already been picked, I'm going to just do it again.
Mama.
Or,
who?
You can't pick that one, so I'm going to have to do it again. No, your number 4 was last week.
What's the matter?
What's this week?
Number 3. So Seth freaking Rollins.
Hell yeah. Maybe Seth can do what Roman couldn't do.
He has the Shield, folks.
All right.
Guerrero Hotel.
Smitty, we're going to go with you next.
Sure.
If it is number 2, then I got to redo it. Okay.
Yeah, redo.
Spin again. Don't be number 2 again.
Number 2.
Number 1. Smitty, you have the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Snap it to a Snoopy Jim. Oh yeah.
Oh, Dre's back so he can see his.
I've been back. I just can't help it because Little Miss was having a fit.
But sawed onto the tree.
All right, Dre. Yours can't be number 2 as well.
Step in some tree limbs.
Spin that wheel.
Every single one.
What you
Number
do?
3. That'll be interesting. Tanahashi.
Oh yes.
So yeah, Rollins, Tanahashi, and Macho Man.
Come on, the John Cena of Japan.
It's true.
Don't toss
Hey.
me.
And then mine, it can't be number 3.
Mitemasen.
Number 4, Hangman Adam Page.
Cowboy shit.
Cowboy shit. Let me pull up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. This is why I love being a dad.
Mm.
And I'm a girl dad, so I love it. I'm a boy dad for one boy, but I'm a girl dad for 2 girls. My future generation of nerd.
Yeah. I have to redo this.
Oh, Bill, my wife wants to say thank you for the support for you and your wife, what you guys did. Thank you so much. They donated to my wife's classroom some books for her book, her mighty girls book club that she's doing at school. So I thought that was real nice of her. I had 2
Nice.
friends donate, so I really appreciate that. Thank you guys.
That's cool. Let's see. Match types for a fatal 4-way.
Here's a special guest referee, Peanut.
We can't do Extreme Rules because that's what we just did.
Right, Peanut? You tell him.
So
I'm the referee.
TLC.
Johnny Drip Drip.
Hell in a Cell. Steel Cage.
See, look at Bob said hi to you. Smitty's been playing with you.
So what's different? Isn't Hell in a Cell basically a steel cage?
It's no Hell in the Cell is where they lock the door and you can't climb out.
Yeah.
Steel Cage, you can climb out. Hell in the Cell, you go through the door, you go up on top, and then you get chokeslammed like Mick Foley. Whatever. No, don't play with that. You can knock Daddy out of the stream.
All right.
Nope.
Do it.
Here. Play with this. Play with All Might Hello Kitty.
All right, let's see what type of match we're gonna have. So far, we have a TLC, a Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage, Falls Count Anywhere, and a Battle Royal Elimination match.
Ooh, Battle Royal Elimination sounds good.
So,
What do you got?
She got All Might Hello Kitty Funko Pop.
we are going to be doing
Ooh.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in the Cell. I like it.
All right, so next week's match is Tanahashi, the Macho Man Randy Savage, Seth freaking Rollins, Hangman Adam Page, in a Hell in a Cell Fatal 4-Way.
Just we're gonna say Tanahashi's currently the United States champion of the IWP US champion. So I'm just gonna let you all know that I'm the John Cena. I'm gonna win this match.
Please.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. You keep dreaming, Dre.
Ho 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 ho.
I want to see the 3 of you do a pickle juice shot. So, all right. So, also, do we want to do a review?
Oh, he almost fell and killed himself. I'm sorry, I missed what you said. No, I'm watching John Morrison almost killed himself.
Do we want to do a review on something next week?
Actually, I'm fine with that. I'm actually going to be this week. I'm going to be putting up a video just to give people a little bit of a heads up. I'm going to do another history of, and I got inspired after I got my Marvel Legend. I'll be doing the history of Blade. So we'll be talking about Blade's inception into the comic book world, as well as the movie world, and then currently back in the comics, how he went from obscure anti-hero to mainstay Avenger. So stay tuned.
Me and Robert, or I've asked or I've asked Robert on this one. We're going to start bringing people in with us, of course, but we're going to do a review show where we're exploring Disney's history. We're going to start with the very first movie that Disney produced. We're going to review it. And
Steamboat Willie?
I don't know if that was a movie. That was
yes, it was. It was a movie. It was a short.
That was a short. So
but technically, it was the first time that he, you know.
So
was,
we're gonna
that'd be the first
look at the very first Disney movie, and we're gonna go from there. Was it Snow White or was it like?
No, it's Snow White.
No, Snow White.
Snow White. The live actions weren't until like the 50s.
We're gonna have some fun.
Yes, we are.
So we'll also be bringing guests in on that as well. So we'll see what we got. We just got to work out when we're going to record this.
Yeah.
So next week we're going to do. Hold on. Let's look at this. Since we're trying to veer away a little bit from WWE, is not as much as possible, but like we're leaning more towards the other brands. I know Smitty is a big WWE guy right now. How about Rob? You pick out our match of the week.
Okay. All right. Trying to think now. Let me put my thinking cap on real quick. I'm trying to think. I have one in my head. I'm just trying to think of. Trying to see if I can find it. Just bear with me.
I got your toes. I got your toes. Oh, Papa got you.
All right. We're going to go all the way back to September 24th, 2006. No Surrender.
No, it's not supposed to be WWE.
No WWE.
No WWE.
No WWE.
Yeah.
All right. No
I
Surrender.
got a good one.
AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels versus LAX in the Ultimate X match.
Smitty, have you ever seen the Ultimate X match? Oh,
Perfect.
You're gonna.
Ultimate X is amazing, especially in the 6-sided ring.
Is it on YouTube?
Let me find it. Hang on. You go on YouTube real quick.
Which one is it?
Bob, just send me a link to it.
Yeah, send a link to the group chat.
Which one is it?
It's AJ and Christopher Daniels
versus LAX. Mwah. Hey. Oh.
All right. Well, that's our match for next week. We will also be watching another of our matches next week, which I kind of enjoyed that tonight. I don't know about you guys.
That was fun.
We're not revealing number ones.
Oh, we're about to get to that.
I made a list for nothing.
What a waste of time.
God.
All right. But other than that, I think we've got our wrestling match. We've got the thing or the wrestling match we're creating. And we have or do we need to review a TV show? since there's a lot of good TV shows coming out. Dre, you want to give us a TV show to review?
Sure, I'll give you guys a TV show. I'm trying to think what's finishing up and what I'm watching right now. Actually, let's go with this one. American Horror Story, the new season, Aliens versus Vampires. They're already 3 episodes in. I've been a fan of the.
I've been wanting to watch Hills.
Heels is good too. But I wanted to say
I haven't seen the Hills.
I felt like going away from the wrestling angle for a show that was a little bit more in the wheelhouse of something I like, which is horror, and it's actually really well done.
I'm cool with it. I don't think I've seen any of the American Horror Stories.
I was into their shows when it was like because every season has been different. They did one here in Charlotte, they did one in Virginia, and they've done like Salem witch trials, and they've always had a similar cast running the same characters. And it's the last two seasons was like last season was a slasher, which was actually really cool. It was done like Jason and Michael Myers, where like they were all, if you died at the camp, you were you basically, your soul was stuck there and you couldn't be rested. And they had like a devil worshiper. It was actually really cool. If you're very religious, it's probably not the best show to watch because there is a lot of profanity, a lot of sex, and a lot of violence. But if you can put that aside and watch a good show, it is solidly written, and I think it's good, especially that they're 3 episodes into the new season. And just from watching the first 2, I'm interested.
All right, so next week we got No Surrender, 2006 LAX versus AJ and Daniels.
Yep.
In the Ultimate X.
The Fallen Angel.
Then we have our American
Curry Man
Story.
Yeah.
As far as you get into American Horror Story, that's what we'll review.
There's 3 episodes that are out as of this week. I'm assuming because of the holiday, we're probably not going to get another episode in. So it'll probably be pushed to next week. So I would say if you can get 3 episodes in.
Speaking of which, hold on real quick. I want to look at something real quick. Sunday.
Are you biting me?
Sunday, I will be going live streaming. I don't know if you guys want to join me or not, but I am going to go live streaming while do like a live review for
live review of what?
Of All Out. I mean, I could be on there because I'll be watching it.
Okay.
I'll be damn sure watching it. I mean, I feel bad because I'm definitely gonna have to put headphones on because I want to hear that. I want to like go nuts.
Well, I'll probably be able to hear it. So
What's the matter?
Anyway, so Sunday I'll probably be going live.
Just text me or message me and I'll go on with you.
All right.
You sleepy?
So, other than that, who's your number 1, Smitty?
I've got Black.
Malachi Black.
Why him at number 1?
I like the dark character. I mean, he's just coming in. He's dominating. He's only done a couple matches, but I mean, so far, I mean, it's just been straight up hard, brutal. Just come in, destroy. I'm gone. So I'm like All right, I gotta like it.
That's kind of cool. Okay, so Dre.
Yes, number one for me. I'm gonna go very different than what I was thinking originally. I'm gonna go with Miro.
Ooh.
I think that the Rusev Day chants of WWE's are long over. I think they finally are utilizing him to a degree that works, keeping him in the heel persona. I love this kind of no longer the best man persona they had him in with Kip Sabian. I thought that was stupid, but I like this whole thing where he's like, I'm the redeemer, and everybody has to go through him to like get their redemption. And I love that angle because they're starting to give him talent that can fight back. You know, like now it's him versus Eddie Kingston. And I mean, I love Eddie Kingston. Everybody knows that, you know, I'm a mark for Eddie Kingston. I mean, he came out and was like, fuck it, I'm going to just go throw hands with Miro. And Miro's a big guy. You know, it's not like he's a small dude. He's a big dude that can fight. So, current TNT champion. I see AEW champion in the future. Yep.
Hi, Bob.
All right. My number one was his number two and his number three.
Sammy Guevara.
Darby Allen.
Oh, Darby Allen's right.
The reason I say that is because he is not only he's not only studying under Sting, but he's about to get taken to wrestling school by one of the best in CM Punk. And if I were booking it, he'll come out of that match victorious.
Oh yeah, Punk should give him the rub,
and that will catapult him even further than he is right now. But
it would put him in the main event picture.
But the key to all of it is once he's up there, stay up there.
I think under the tutelage of Sting, yes.
I think he definitely, I think he can. There's few talents that come along that are young and hungry, and they're taught by the best. Look at Randy Orton. He was young. He had Triple H, Flair, Batista. He wrestled with Edge. He's wrestled with Jericho.
His dad taught him a lot too.
Yeah. Exactly.
But he also Orton also, like he said in the Stone Cold podcast, he worked with guys like Harley Race.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair, and he was training with these guys, and they're like, "Oh, you're Bob Orton's son. Okay, come over here. Let me give you some advice."
Yeah.
And he gleaned all that advice and became a 14-time world heavyweight champion.
Exactly. That's why my list is a lot of guys who have gotten that rub from Jericho and from Jake Roberts and Sting, and CM Punk doesn't come in and give Darby Allen that kind of up close and personal approach. So and that's what WWE is not doing.
They're not
doing that with their younger guys.
No,
They would benefit from it, but they won't do it.
I think that's the best thing though, is because like my number one. Okay, so my number one is the Panda Man himself,
Sammy Guevara.
Just because you guys were talking earlier about Becky Lynch's best time being the anti-hero. That's Sammy Guevara all over it.
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara is part of this group that started off as heels. And now he's stone cold. So that's
Having
so
killer
awesome
matches
to
with
me.
Shawn Spears.
Yeah, and that's so awesome that he is the one that needed to learn the most. I see a
Especially out of
lot
that
of
group.
Randy Orton in him.
No, I see Eddie Guerrero. I see a
Yeah,
hell of a
yes,
lot
yes, yes.
more.
No doubt it was Eddie Guerrero. But the reason I say Randy Orton is because he's the one that's going to shine above all the others.
Oh yeah,
Like,
because Santana and Ortiz, they've been around. They've wrestled 15, 20 years already. You know, Hager, he's wrestled already. Same with Jericho. So you have 4 guys that have established themselves in the inner circle as like solid guys. Guevara was that dude that like they called him and Jericho the Spanish gods because they knew, or the sex gods, because they were like that good, you know. And I gotta give it to him. He's friends with Marco Stunt. He's friends with the Fuego del Sol. He's got a podcast and he vlogs on YouTube. He's a sneakerhead. He's a nerd. He does all these things that show why he's got the juice, and he's only maybe 24, and he's engaged. He
yeah,
just got newly engaged.
that was kind of cool too, though.
If you watch our show, congratulations on the nuptials.
So, Rob, what you were saying earlier is the reason I interrupted you. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No, you're fine.
the reason I did is because I think that's what makes AEW so different. I think if you look at the monsters in WWE has for champions, and they have the monsters that are on the uprising, like Braun Strowman started there. Then you had the evil Roman Reigns is better than the good one. You got all these big guys that are champions, and if you look over at AEW, it really does look like the independent circuit, but it feels so much like a mainstream thing. So
well, because it's mainstream where it needs to be.
it is.
You
And
have
it's
your top
everywhere.
layer, which is like your Jericho, Kenny Omega, and those guys. But right below it, chomping at their heels, are the younger
people
guys
that are just like them.
Yeah.
So
that's why I didn't say the Young Bucks. Like when you guys were talking about like the Bucks.
I didn't use Jurassic Express though. So
no, see, Jurassic Express though I think is the perfect example of a young, hungry tag team that's like in a spot to be going to the top. They're not like the FTR where they've been tag champions already, or like Pride and Powerful, you know, Santana Ortiz, I should say. They're like, I see the Varsity Blondes. They're hungry.
We're gonna do the same exact thing next week, but it's gonna be tag teams. So prepare for that.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
All brands or just one?
We'll do all brands. So next week we're going to do tag teams. We're going to be reviewing No Surrender, the X Division match between
That should be TNA.
yes, between AJ and Christopher Daniels versus LAX,
which should have been Homicide and Hernandez.
I think so. Which is going to be interesting. I don't think I've seen that one, which will be interesting because I know Hernandez is a big boy.
Hernandez had that freaking. Yeah, that dude had that.
Honestly, that's why I picked it, because there's another one I was looking at. It was his AJ, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe.
That was for the heavyweight title, and that was a great fucking match.
Fire.
But segue to our conversation on tag teams. That I knew beforehand, and I didn't, but you know.
Then we're going to be reviewing American Horror Story, the new season.
Yes.
And we will have our match between Tanahashi, Macho Man Randy Savage, Seth freaking Rollins, and Hangman Adam Page in a Hell in a Cell. So it sounds like it'll be an eventful week. And I will say this, for those of you that are watching, or for those of you that watch this later, pay attention to everything. I mean, the description, what we say, there might be something in it for you. So, until next week, I appreciate everybody jumping in here and saying hello to us and talking some smack with us. And we will see you guys next week. As always, peace out.
Later.